There's a rumor going around about Ghost of Yōtei. I don't really care how to pronounce it because this game is already red flag central. But there's a rumor going around that it will be delayed to 2026 after abandoning what was essentially a true Ghost of Tsushima sequel. Yeah, originally, at least according to this rumor from YouTuber Indie Mion, who seems like he has a lot of the juice in the gaming industry. According to the rumor, there was actually going to be a legit sequel to Ghost of Tsushima out there that actually starred the original protagonist, but Sucker Punch decided to go the route of wokeness and replace the whole series and franchise with a female that is voice acted by Erica Issue, who's an insane, unhinged, modern feminist lunatic, right? So let's take a look at this whole article right here. This game was something that I was looking forward to. I'm probably still going to check it out. I honestly, all red flags aside, I'll probably check it out. But yeah, this rumor is that it's going to be delayed to at least 2026. Yikes. If it doesn't come out now after it's been announced, which, okay, I could kind of see if maybe Sony wants to polish this up, especially after the failure that was Concord, but they can't be too happy with how much money they've lost within this last year. I mean, Concord had what, 500 million loss? According to Indie Mion, he claims the game will be likely delayed till 2026, saying, I was also told do not expect Yōtei in 2025 at all. Apparently the game's nowhere near being done. Yikes. But it's a very slim chance that this game actually releases in 2025. It could very easily fall into 2026. But if you're getting your hopes up for it coming out next year, probably don't do that. I wouldn't be surprised if it got delayed. Again, like I said, a game of this big magnitude, it has a lot of shoes to fill. Plus, you also have the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows comparison, even though they both said there's plenty of room for games about samurai that take place in Japan. It's almost like a hold my beer type of case, right? Because we're seeing all the rumors about Assassin's Creed Shadows possibly being delayed as well. This game has a lot of stuff that is concerning, especially behind the scenes when you look at certain individuals are involved with the game. But he says every source that I spoke to say that they full expect a delay at some point to be announced. Earlier in the same exact video, he shared that Sucker Punch was originally working on a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima and not Yōtei, saying, I was told that originally Yōtei was not the original game idea at all. It was actually indeed Ghost of Tsushima 2 starring Jin Sakai, but sometime during development, the game was halted and then completely changed in vision. This Atsu character we see was not originally decided to be the main character of the game. I know what happened. They wanted to keep going woke. They quadrupled down. And now it's too late. They saw Concord failed. It's now too late. Certain games are way past the point of no return. If this one was being developed for quite some time, it's too late to stop the bleeding from it all trickles down, guys. Just like with Ubisoft, Star Wars Outlaws failed, Skull and Bones failed, so now Assassin's Creed Shadows is fucked because it's probably going to fail as well. But there's only so many strikes you can get before you're finally out. And I think even though it's a whole completely different studio, Firewalk Studios fucked it up for other studios that are in the PlayStation studios. And they're worried. They're probably panicking low-key, to be completely honest. Now, according to sources from IndieMon, it says Yotei's world and design are largely based on the assets that were being used while making Tsushima 2. Apparently, work began on Tsushima 2 around 2 months after the official sales data came through on the first game's success. So, I mean, the first game knocked it out of the fucking park. I loved it. It's a fucking masterpiece. One of the best games I've ever played in my life. So if they're using assets and stuff that were for that, I guess maybe that helps the budget. But again, it can't be good if they're already feeling that they need to delay this, especially after the rumor that Sony execs were caught off guard by the backlash that, and it even caught off guard of the game itself because they were expecting a Ghost of Tsushima sequel. Now, Indie Mion shared the reason why Yōtei will get it delayed is due to this change in vision, saying these changes from Tsushima 2 to Yōtei happened apparently within the last year, so the entire vision of the project has been changed. He added, the era placing the game 300 years into the future from Tsushima's story was decided because it would be more believable in Sucker Punch's internal talks for the game to star a woman at that point instead. So it all comes down to, oh, let's get a strong female lead onto it, which I wasn't wanting to go the route of, oh my God, it's woke, guys, because it's a female. I'm not against female protagonists if they're written well, if there's more qualities than them just being a female that makes them a great character. If it's written well, if there's great plots, if it's a good fucking game, I'm fine if it's a male or female protagonist. I don't care. But if it's something that's obviously something done to appeal to a modern audience or to DEI, I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. And this is what it sounded like it is, that they changed the original vision to just have a female in it. Yikes. Fucking gross. Now, continuing on, it says, Indy Mion also relayed, I'm told Yōtei may be small than the original Tsushima because of the development problems behind the scenes and the fact that they sidelined Jin Sakai for this new Atsu hero instead. This led to a lot of asset flips and the story changing, but the core idea of Jin being hunted by Ronin was kept. But of course, he was replaced by Atsu instead. He also shared that Yōtei is also allegedly being developed as a cross-gen game for PS5 and PS4 because Sucker Punch and Sony are worried the game won't sell if it isn't available to a larger install base. Wow. To make it cross-gen, that's actually a sign of them not thinking it would hold its own being a PS5 title only. And I don't blame them. Concord, again, like I said, crashed and fucking burned. Like, epically. Like, people are going to be talking about how much of a fail Concord was for years. One of the biggest failures of a video game I've seen in my life. Now, Indymon revealed that his sources informed him that the project could be scaled down depending on the public's reception, saying, as I was also told, if Yotei's reception does not improve, this could scale the game back in terms of scope and resources. Spoiler alert, it's probably not going to improve. If Sony starts to notice the public opinion on this game is not changing for the better, they'll opt for a smaller overall content package, which is probably the best thing they could think of at this point. If I'm being completely honest, don't cater to a woke modern crowd. Cater to your consumers. Make the people that support you happy. Now, Goldfarb did share on the PlayStation blog the reason why Sucker Punch chose to abandon Jin Sakai's story. He said, we also wanted to continue to innovate, to create something fresh but familiar. We looked beyond Jin Sakai's story in the island of Tsushima and shifted our focus to the idea of the ghost instead. At Sucker Punch, we love origin stories, and we wanted to explore what it could mean to have a new hero wearing a ghost mask and uncovering a new legend. This led us to the Ghost of Yōtei, a new protagonist, a new story to unfold, and a new region of Japan to explore. No, it's because they wanted a fucking woke-ass female character in there. It's not because they wanted to innovate. There's nothing innovative just because you put a female as a main character. All right, especially if it's a lot of asset flipping, a lot of stuff that was originally made for a sequel. You're not fooling anyone. We know what's up here, guys, and it's unfortunate. So what are you guys' thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.